toss chose to defer. Peyton Vining is back, and he won't receive this kick. It's over his head. It's a touchback.
Of course, after 14 years as a defensive coordinator.
And the first handoff is to Brown, who slips one tackle, runs right through another, and does exactly what he's done the first 2 weeks. A gain of 13 yards. Bencho Cypress with a stop.
There's real no element of surprise with this offense. They want to run the ball physically in between the tackles. Chase Brown, 205 pounds.
Tommy DeVito to pass for the first time, and DeVito is intercepted. A.J. Johnson, the Louisville transfer, snatches DeVito's first pass. After a run of 13 for Brown, it is an immediate Illinois takeaway, or an Illinois turnover. There is a flag thrown well after the play. Looks like the interception will stand, and the marker came out after.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 78, the penalty is 15 yards from where the play ended. We'll start 1st and 10.
From Illinois territory on their first snap. First snap is a run play. Paris Jones, the former walk-on, gets 3. It's a very good wide receiver core as well. He'll target them in traffic, and his pass nearly intercepted. Kendall Smith, who had his first career pick a week ago, got his hands on it. Illinois will send 5 here on 3rd down. Armstrong scrambling, incomplete. Punter on his 3rd college delivers a high one. Williams will make a fair catch inside his own 10. Grad transfer will hand it off here to Chase Brown, hit hard after a gain of 2 yards. A leading tackler for UVA, Nick Jackson, on the play. On the run, DeVito, his pass incomplete. Isaiah Williams could not reel it in. Jackson showing it off the edge. He'll drop back. DeVito looking that way. His pass underneath. That will be complete for an Illinois first down out to the 20-yard line. Brown with a big first down run again. The ball was stripped out late. Virginia has it. Was he down first is the question.
Ball was fumbled. First down.
Back-to-back turnovers to start this game as Brennan Armstrong will take a shotgun snap for the Illinois 32. Paris Jones is dropped for a big loss of 4. Tariq Barnes blew that play right up.
Ball start. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Tony Elliott said he played the Illinois fight song all week, so his players would go to bed hearing it in their sleep. Nothing doing right now. Lavelle Davis, the big receiver, was defended by Taz Nicholson. 6'7" Davis had the size on the 5'11" Nicholson, but couldn't make the play. Armstrong an 0 for 3 start. A rush of only 3. Lots of time to throw, and that is caught by Keaton Thompson. This is Brendan Farrell, who was put on scholarship in the offseason. His career long is 43. This one from 42 is a low kick, and it does just sneak over the crossbar. Hoping to take Illinois to just its 3rd bowl in the last 11 years. They think they have a better, more cohesive team than a year ago when they went 5-7. The Illini will start it just across the 20 after the Peyton Vining return. We'll hand it off again here to Brown, who lost the fumble on his last handoff. Chico Bennett, Georgia Tech transfer, in on the stop. Brown out of the backfield here is ridden to the turf.
Tommy DeVito's pass.
Nick Jackson will bring up 3rd down and medium. DeVito on 3rd down, moving around outside of the pocket. DeVito on the run, lowers his shoulder. He's a little bit short, it appears.
Tommy DeVito, the ball carrier.
An early fair catch signal for Kemp. back at his own 5-yard line. What is it with snappers from ACC teams in the state of Virginia this year?
Now, we had the Virginia Tech game last week, and they had problems on special teams and in offensive football.
So the bands make as much noise as they can otherwise on 2nd and 37. And a big run for Jones. He very nearly slipped it. Armstrong looking to chuck it. Instead, he gets chucked. He is drilled and brought down. Sept Coleman, the sophomore, delivers the hit for his 3rd career sack. He rewards Ryan Walters' faith to set up a 4th and 26 punt. Should be terrific field position for Illinois. This is a pretty short kick, all things considered. Williams at his own 39. This is going nowhere for Williams.
Tommy DeVito's pass complete to Isaiah Williams.
47 yards, 2 turnovers on the first 2 drives. DeVito will flip it here, and a good open field tackle made on the tight end Luke Ford. Anthony Johnson, who had the interception on the first drive. And Virginia's playing very well defensively right now for their new coordinator, John Brzezinski. DeVito pressured, running for his life, completes at the sideline, well short of a first down. That's Ford again, a very talented tight end. It's another 3 and out for Illinois, which has gone turnover, 3 and out on 4 first quarter drives. Robertson's punt. A little stumble there from Kemp, the returner. He'll try it anyway. He is spun backwards, lost the ball. Illinois has it in the end zone for a special teams touchdown. A disaster on the return try from Kemp. Brown with his 4th career forced fumble. And Caleb Griffin on for the extra point. It's 7-3. Caleb Griffin's kick. Mike Hollins will let it fly. Virginia to start at its own 25. And now flags fly before this 2nd down snap.
False start. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty. Still second.
Armstrong incomplete. Target was Wicks. He's tried to hit his top receiver a couple of times to no success. And it's another 3rd down and long for UVA. 2 to snap it. Illinois will rush 5. Armstrong will throw it into traffic. An incomplete pass, and Sidney Brown with a forced fumble on the punt nearly created another takeaway. Long kick here. Williams drifting back inside his own 25. That means he has room to run, and he does run out of a tackle and across the 40. And a handoff here for Brown. Across midfield and across the Virginia 45, down to the 42 for 15. Goes down to Brown. Outside and out of bounds. That is complete inside the 20 and a walk-in touchdown. Michael Marquez. 14 straight for Illinois, which is outgaining Virginia, as you just saw, 107-3. So here's Armstrong, a 1-for-6 start. Armstrong nearly sacked. We'll get a couple of yards here. And Armstrong is dropped again. Honorable mention, all Big Ten player a season ago, ran off with the sack. Armstrong, pressure caused with just a 3-man rush, and Armstrong gets about 5, maybe 6. Devin Witherspoon with a stop Illinois is absolutely owning this first quarter defensively a year after they were shredded by this quarterback. Another punt for Sparks. Williams will return this one at his own 31-yard line. Isaiah Williams across midfield, down the sideline, cuts it inside. Williams down to the 20. There is a flag, though, all the way back at the 41-yard line. It looks like it'll negate this 40-yard return.
Here's the return. Illegal block in the back. The 24 receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
That's the sophomore running back, Nick Fidanzo. Reggie Love in the backfield. DeVito will throw it short. Hit the tight end Ford for his third catch. That's 4 receptions for the Illinois tight ends in this first quarter and a gain of about 8 yards.
Ball start. Number 80. Still second down.
DeVito will throw it to Ford again, right back to him. No big thing on the penalty. He gets right back to the 40-yard line. And there is another flag down.
After the play, 4 of the defense, unnecessary roughing, 10 yards, and a first down.
Puts the ball in Virginia territory. DeVito looking for a deep shot. One-on-one, top of the screen. It is caught inside the 5, down to the 2. It is Pat Bryant, the sophomore, who's had some big plays in the first couple of weeks. This one good for 43. Ventrell Cypress, who had a great week 1, was burned
Game clock
in
expired
coverage.
prior to the snap. That's the end of the first quarter.
And Illinois is going to try to make it 21-3 when we return for the second quarter. Tommy DeVito, after an 0 for 2 start, including an interception, 9 straight completions. He's got the backup center Josh Krutz in as a fullback on this first and goal play, and DeVito will throw it. He'll lob it. It is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Tip Ryman, a big tight end from Rapid City, South Dakota, with his second career touchdown. Points in a row for Illinois. Illinois has gone big for the 18-point lead. This will be a run back here for Virginia. D. McStarling out across the 20. That's a big play for Virginia. 12 yards. Calvin Hart with a stop. Mike Collins into the line. Right back to it. Armstrong loads up for Wicks. He has not completed a pass yet to Wicks. 0 for 5 on third down. Armstrong got rid of it quickly out of the backfield. Hollins is tripped up. Sprinting back to let this punt fly. That's the best play so far for Virginia. A major upset for the Longhorns, who we believe are still not quite back. Isaiah Williams, an explosive play waiting to happen with a first down for Illinois. DeVito, another completion at 12 straight. That's a first down throw. He hits Tip Ryman with a touchdown on the last drive. Two tight ends blocking here. Big gap for Brown. Got a blocker in Hightower, the wide receiver, who helps spring him inside the 35. Cleary with the tackle. Illinois is running roughshod over Virginia.
Well, watch the cutback here, the vision. He presses it, and if you over pursue on Chase Brown, he is absolutely going to make you pay. We talked to him this week about what his read keys are pre and post snap, and he is so smart. I've never heard a running back go through at the length and level that he did to describe who he's watching, whether it be defensive linemen or linebackers in that case, when he gets the ball in his hands.
Here's a flip to Williams, slipping a tackler, and Williams only got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe one more. Reggie Love's the back right now. Love's got a big hole too. And Love is all around this Virginia defense. Lex Long finally took him down, a gain of 8 yards. 3rd and short coming up for the Illini. 3rd and yard sweep for Love. Has some blockers. First down. Red zone time for Illinois down to the 18. Illinois inside the red zone for the 2nd time. DeVito to throw it. Complete inside the 5. It's Bryant. He lost the ball right at the goal line, and Virginia picks it up. It is a turnover at the most inopportune moment. Fentrell Cypress has it for UVA, as Bryant was inches away from scoring a 4th consecutive Illinois touchdown.
It's a fumble recovery defense, first down.
Football in 60 is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can.
Now Armstrong finally lofts a big one. That's Lavelle Davis, his 6'7" target. And with one deep strike, Virginia has flipped the field instantaneously. Davis somehow kept his feet in bounds all the way to the 33. That's a 62-yard play. And Virginia will hand it off to Jones. Take it to Thompson. Nice one-hand catch on the pitch there by Jones. That could have been a disaster for Virginia. Calvin Hart the tackle, gain of 4 yards. 3rd down coming up. Armstrong, a delayed 5th rusher, picked up well. His pass nearly intercepted. It should have been. Tariq Barnes had it in the midst. Motioning Davis, 3 to snap it. 2 to snap it. Armstrong gets it just in time. Needs 3 yards underneath Thompson. And he is right at the line to gain. Big number 99, Keaton Thompson. Virginia thinks it has a first down. We'll wait for an official spot from referee Jeff Flanagan and his crew. That's a first down. Cavaliers in their first FBS game of the season. Armstrong still has it. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. It was dropped by Wicks. 2nd down, and back is Collins. Got nothing. They've been all over Armstrong today. A little more time here. Armstrong overshoots everybody. Brendan Farrell's already hit from 42. From 41, it is no good. Doink. First down handoff here for Chase Brown. Remember, Illinois, meanwhile, has shredded this defense outside of 3 critical turnovers. To the sideline there. Was this ball caught? Incomplete. It's DeVito scrambling on 3rd down. DeVito brought down. That was covered up well by Virginia. Cam Butler, the Miami, Ohio transfer, made the play, and the Wahoos get a defensive stop. Last time Billy Kemp tried to field a punt, lost a fumble that went for a touchdown. So Kemp is going to play it a little bit more conservatively here. 3rd catch after a kick of 48. Brown is the running back here. Brown will crawl forward for 3. 4 completions for Armstrong in his first half. On the rollout, he'll cut it back. He'll elude 1 rusher, now 2, now a 3rd. He can't get rid of a 4th. Virginia's at 106 total yards in his first half. That's with a 62-yard pass ending. That return for Williams. His own 19-yard line. Williams after the 42. That's a return of 23 for Isaiah Williams. Illinois from its own 42. Give it to Brown, knocking on the door of 100 yards. Chase Brown, and that's going to get him right there. His third consecutive 100-yard game to begin the season.
Yeah, and if you go back to last year, this guy has emerged as really one of the most surprising storylines in all of college football. Not only the first couple weeks of this season, but late last year.
Began his career at Western Michigan, Chase Brown. Chase said, I looked up to him. I wanted to be a pilot. DeVito is stripped. The ball is free. Virginia looking for a fourth takeaway in the first half. It's more than you'd think based on the 3 on the scoreboard, that's for sure. Brown again here. It's the third time, Hudson, that Virginia has started a drive in Illinois territory.
Yeah, it's been great field position. The defense, for a large part, I know the points don't tell the whole story, and they certainly don't, but this defense for Virginia has hung in there in non-ideal scenarios and situations, and here with about 2 minutes left before half, you got a chance to kind of steal some of the momentum going into halftime if you can score a touchdown.
And Virginia will get the ball to start the second half, too. 4 takeaways for the Hoos on defense. 3 points on offense. Armstrong, free to snap it. He'll take it. We'll throw it quickly. Complete. First down. Not quite. Virginia without a third down conversion in the game. This is Hollins. Virginia is still without a third down conversion in the game.
Man coverage, 6 on the line of scrimmage. They want Virginia to throw the football here.
And Armstrong happy to oblige. Pressured again. Incomplete. He has thrown 8 passes in the direction of Dontavian Wicks. Draw play to Brown. Down to the 41. Illinois has 2 timeouts remaining. DeVito's in an awfully efficient first half here. He is sacked. Chico Bennett got him. A statistical anomaly in the first half. Illinois has committed 4 turnovers. And yet, Illinois has allowed 3 points. A 5 for 15 start for him. He'll begin with a short one here to Keaton Thompson. Brought down to the open field, and Devin Witherspoon, who had an awesome first half for Illinois, makes a terrific play.
He had a great first half, making plays in the pass game, but he'll stick his nose in there, and he's a great open field tackler. We saw this last week on the very first play of the game against Indiana, and they threw a bubble screen, and Witherspoon absolutely knocked the daylights cleanly out of the running back of Indiana.
This is going to be his resume reel so far, Witherspoon, based on what he's done in the first half, the first couple of plays here. Armstrong will look his way at first, then dump it short. One-hand catch by Hollins, and he's got the first third down conversion, maybe, because there is a flag down at the 20.
This is going to be holding on Virginia.
Holding, offense, number 68. 10-yard penalty, still third down.
Armstrong needs his own 35. Armstrong will throw it short again. Hollins again. Hollins does not want to go down. There's an Illinois helmet lost. It was a breathtaking play by Hollins. Sidney Brown lost his hat. Unfortunately for Hollins, he only got 8 yards. Brendan Farrell, usual kicker, is on the punt, and he might not be on for long. 50 more yards. He'll hit 150 for the third straight week. And DeVito will give it to him to start the second half. Brown again. Third down after a short pickup.
Illinois checks, Virginia checks.
Play clock at 1. DeVito got it off. 3rd and 6. DeVito scrambling. He'll try to run for it. It's a little bit short. From the 40 of Virginia, up by 18. What do you think Brett Bielema does?
Yeah, they're kind of in no man's land here. A great job of kind of just suffocating that pocket. Nowhere for DeVito to go. He has to try to find a receiver down the field. Nothing open. Great coverage sack. But, you know, I kind of agree with this call here. You're up 18. It's 4th and 2, maybe a long 3, but too long for a field goal, too short for a punt. I tried to just draw Virginia off sides and then call timeout.
Motion Bryant. Going to pitch it to Brown. Brown to the outside, 1st down. Needed 2, got 5. Just down from the 35. Play fake for DeVito. Sitting back there with time, nowhere to throw it. DeVito will get 5 yards. Illinois likes that DeVito can do this, that he can take a broken play and turn it into something. Brown again through a crease. Inside the 20 for Chase Brown, who at this rate is going to get to 150 very soon. Give him another dozen.
I mean, look at the creases. Look at this line. Get a hat on a hat. See how he presses it up the middle, and then the vision and the patience. Because where he hit it originally to the left side of the offensive line wasn't open at the beginning of the play. It's the patience, it's the vision, it's all the tools in his tool bag when it comes to running the football are as good as it gets.
We really like the left guard Isaiah Adams, a JUCO transfer he ran behind. Once more to Brown. Once more into the breach for Virginia. 7 straight plays have been runs to open this drive. This may not be an 8. DeVito. Oh, that was a really dangerous pass. And Tommy DeVito can thank the football gods that Antonio Clary didn't pick that off.
Yeah, the ball should have been thrown earlier. It's a bootleg to the right, and they're trying to hit the receiver, number 14 for Illinois, on a drag route. I see him here to the left of your screen. That ball should be thrown way before that. And that's just the cardinal sin of a quarterback, throwing a ball like that back across your body that late. You can see he's targeting Casey Washington, but should have been, again, an interception. How many times have we said that today?
Would have been DeVito's 3rd turnover instead of 3rd and 7. DeVito given a reprieve on this drive. Will throw an incompletion. Off the hands of Marquez, the tight end, the former walk-on, who had a first-half touchdown, and Illinois will bring out the field goal team for the first time.
4th and 7 for the Illini.
Caleb Griffin placing James McCourt this season. That's no good. 31. Left the whole way. And Virginia catches a break. Get the ball back, down 18.
Football in 60 is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can.
Just 125 yards of offense. Armstrong will get some here. There, finally, is Dontavian Wicks, his 9th target, his first catch. But Devin Witherspoon wrapped him up instantly. Tyson Rooks replaces Witherspoon. Armstrong jump ball incomplete. And it's over for 12. Lavelle Davis was the target. And a Virginia team that was 17th in the country a year ago, 46% on 3rd down, is over for 12.
This Virginia offensive group has not been able to get separation for the quarterback.
Farrell, the kicker, is back out to punt. A low wobbler. Williams on the run. And Williams is taken down. And they're up by 18 with the ball all the same as Chase Brown takes it. Been another lucrative day on the ground for him. 4 yards there. James Jackson made the stop.
Well, just the tempo. Look at this play alone. How quick they snap it.
Back to Brown. spinning his way free across the line to gain first down Illini.
6 pound the ball carrier.
Barry Lunny came here as an offensive coordinator a year ago with UTSA and beat Illinois 37-30. Brown again. Brown hit, falls forward. It's up to 145 yards now. And don't forget that Brett Bielema worked with Barry Lunny for 5 years at Arkansas. He knew him well. He trusted him as an assistant. And it certainly made an impression on him when Barry Lunny's Roadrunners hung 37 on Brett Bielema's Illini last year.
Yeah, Lunny is coached at Arkansas under Chad Morris, and then he goes to Texas San Antonio. So he kind of combined both of what he learned from Chad Morris and the spread principles, as well as some of the pro-style principles working under Brett Bielema. And I think that's exactly what you see in this Illinois offense.
Third down throw for DeVito. That's complete. Brian Hightower, the Miami transfer, who's had a good first couple of weeks. Tommy DeVito at 24 years old. He'll fake the throw here. He's got a wide open target. Inside the 15, Casey Washington across the 10. First and goal, Illinois, as this time his timing to Washington was pristine. Under 4 to play in this third quarter. Illinois inside the red zone again. First and goal for the 5. The back is Reggie Love. DeVito play fake again. End zone incomplete. Took a wild deflection as he tried to squeeze it into Isaiah Williams.
Just dangerous.
DeVito now 15 for 21. He'll run it here, and it's off the hand of the tight end Tip Ryman, who didn't look like he was quite ready for the ball.
Ryman runs into his own receiver, Jonah Morris. They're trying to rub him a little man rub route here, right? And it's there. A little friendly fire, and it would have been a touchdown, the second touchdown of the day for Ryman, but miscommunication on what the split and the formation was supposed to be once the ball was snapped.
Is Morris got a pass breakup for that?
I guess the wrong type of pass breakup.
Third down and goal. Brown is back in there for the tight end motions. Fake it to Brown. DeVito pressured. Back of the end zone and complete. Washington, still looking for his first touchdown, was the target. 1 touchdown in 3 trips today. It's a field goal try for Griffin, who missed from 31. And hits from 23. Sidney is in on defense here as Armstrong spun down. Second and 14. Davis maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit more. And Virginia is again in 3rd and long. Brennan Armstrong trying to avoid a Baker's dozen. He will not. Sept dropped. Gabe Akers, the freshman, with the first sack of his college career. 3 drives for Virginia this half. 3 3-and-outs. 6 total yards. Fair catch at his own 49 for Williams. 1:20 to go in the third. There's Love. Love goes down. He said, when I saw Russell Wilson, he was in a system using him as a running quarterback. I saw an incredibly accurate passer with a great demeanor, and he feels like, not to say Tommy DeVito's necessarily Russell Wilson, but there were some similarities between the systems they were in and the ways they were used.
Yeah. The size, the athleticism, the ability to extend plays outside of the pocket, keep your eyes downfield. That's what Russell's known for.
Illinois is going to sit on this to end the third quarter. It was not a productive quarter for Illinois' offense. Only 3 points. It certainly was productive for their defense.
205 yards and 5 touchdowns against this Illinois defense.
17 straight games with a touchdown. He's not thrown one here. Reggie Love with a first down run of 9.
Good for Illinois. First down.
First of 6 that season for him. Season high was 554 against UNC. Chase Haight. Illinois going a little bit deeper into the running back room here with Love and now senior Chase Haight.
I didn't see this coming today for Virginia's offense. 4 first downs. I just cannot rave more about the adjustments that Ryan Walters has made in the past year and how much it has helped this Illinois defense. The offense is going to continue to be a work in progress. They've got to cut down on the turnovers. But I'm totally impressed with this defense in Illinois.
DeVito slings it out of the backfield. Marquez and tight end. I know it's early, but I think it's fair to say this was looked at as a potential swing game. Illinois 5-7 a year ago. Virginia 6-6. Maybe a game you look back on that it's a bowl for one, not for another. The way Illinois is playing defensively, 6 wins might not be that much of a problem. I know that a lot of fans will say, we'll just get to 6 for now and be okay, but this is better than a 6-win defense. They're down at 3. Hand it off. Hayden driving forward, only got a yard. And Jackson stood him up for Virginia.
He just unfortunately hasn't been able to shed enough blocks, and it's not all on him. We talked to John Rosinski, the defensive coordinator, and just the decisions that they would have to make putting guys in the box. They would have to shed blocks and tackle well, and credit Illinois' offensive line.
Griffin misses a kick. Virginia's not out of this thing yet. If they can find some way, somehow, some offense. Griffin has missed 2 field goals. Second down for Brennan Armstrong. It's been a day to forget for him. Pressured again. He's been pressured all day. Tariq Barnes had a free shot, and then there's a flag thrown, I think, on the hit.
Personal foul, roughing passer number 8. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Mike Hollins bouncing this one to the other side of the field. It's a good run by Hollins.
Mike Hollins, the ball carrier.
First down, Hollins with a run of 15.
It's been a grind today for this offensive line for Virginia and the running backs to get anything going, but Mike Hollins is going to have to make his presence felt in this running back room because they need somebody else besides the legs of Brennan Armstrong and Paris Jones.
Looking at 15 yards on the play.
Just the 6th first down for Virginia. Hollins will stay in there. Hollins will flip it to Thompson. Back to Armstrong. Oh, that's exactly how it's gone for Virginia. They did everything right. All sorts of trickaroo, and 9 for 22 after a 405 number a year ago. What do we got here?
Timeout. First charge, timeout.
Timeout, Illinois. 2nd and 10 out of the timeout. Armstrong underneath to Thompson. Run out of bounds at the 35. Making the 34, a gain of 9.
That's kind of been the dink and dunk that Illinois' defense has forced Virginia to do all day. They've kept everything in front of them, even though they played a lot of one-high man. They've done a great job of limiting the explosive plays.
Armstrong up for grabs. Incomplete. T. Starling and Virginia's now 0 for 14 on 3rd downs. They needed a yard and went for a lot more. 4th and a yard. Oh, boy. 4th and more than a yard now.
Snap infraction. That's number 51. 5-yard, 4th down.
In some snapping difficulty. Ty Furnish had a high snap earlier and an infraction here.
The 3rd one of the day. 3rd false start of the day.
So now it's 4th and 6. Fourth down, Armstrong under pressure again. Off the deflection, intercepted. It's Matthew Bailey, who had the touchdown to open the Illinois scoring with his first career pick. Here's Love. Reggie Love, there's a flag down. There's another. That's a nice play that will stand for nothing.
Reggie Love, the third ball carrier. There is a flag.
It was a gain of 13.
Illegal block in the back, 78 offense. 10-yard penalty until first down.
1st and 20. Love blown up. That was Aaron Falmouy. They could easily be looking at a 3-1 start. Big Ten play begins at Wisconsin October 1st. DeVito. Tommy DeVito showing off the Jets. Up to the 30-yard line, 18 for DeVito before the A.J. Johnson tackle.
Brett Bielema said that he reminded him a little bit of Russell Wilson when it comes to making plays when nothing's there. And I don't know, number 3 at quarterback, Russell Wilson, number 3 at quarterback for Illinois. I'm not saying he is Russell Wilson, but there's some similarities in at least that play right there.
Yeah, that was a Wilsonian effort. Third down pass complete. DeVito hits Hightower for 5 yards in Illinois. Will keep the chains moving.
Hightower. Good brilliance.
DeVito will give it here. It's an interesting combination from a passing standpoint of quarterback and offensive coordinator because Tommy DeVito committed to Illinois before Fighting Illini made the change and went to Barry Lunney. And he feels like Tommy DeVito has been a very good fit in his offense, even though Barry Lunney didn't have a say in the matter.
Yeah. I think so too. I think what will be interesting to see is obviously they got to cut down on the turnovers, but this run game with this offensive line should create a lot of opportunities in the pass game.
Hayden again. Looks like Chase Brown is likely done for the day. So unless Brown returns, he'll end just shy of 150 yards, 46. Snapping in time, DeVito pressured, and DeVito will just take the sack. Nick Jackson got in there with the sack. Senior from Atlanta, making his 25th consecutive start.
I don't think that's the worst decision in the whole world by DeVito there. Pocket collapses. There's really nowhere to go with the football, so instead of throwing it out of bounds and stopping the clock with a 21-point lead, taking a sack there and letting that clock run isn't the worst decision.
For Virginia.
Robertson will kick it to Kemp. Fair catch called for and made it 24. 6:27 to go. What a day it's been for everybody in Illinois as Armstrong breaks free of pressure for the first down run. Bailey in his second career game with a fumble recovery for touchdown and interception. Armstrong is sacked. Fourth of the game, it's Keith Randolph who brings him down.
This Illinois front seven came in with only 1 sack, and there was a huge emphasis on getting to the quarterback this week at practice, and they come in and get 4 alone today. The havoc, the disruption that this front seven has been able to create, Ryan Walters' defense should carry well with them deep into Big Ten play.
2nd and 17. Armstrong, and he just has no time to throw. Finally gets away from pressure and hits Wicks. That's a good play on the run for Armstrong, and those have been few and far between. First down throw here for Thompson. Across the 30, across the 25. It takes about half the orange and blue defenders to drag him down after 30 yards. Pressure again. Wicks. Incomplete. Last year, 62% passes. Can they get back to this because of the offensive line struggle? Is that even approachable?
Yeah, it's going to be a big question mark. I think the biggest question mark for this Virginia team and offense definitely moving forward is what can they do and what can Brennan Armstrong do in terms of the passing game with 5 big question marks.
Armstrong just chucking it up for grabs. It is intercepted. Kendall Smith. Smith had his first career interception a week ago, and he doubles his number here.
After interception and during return, have a personal foul for illegal blindside block, number 31. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. Virginia will keep the ball, first down. Excuse me, Illinois will keep the ball, first down.
DeVito is going to try to snap it from under center here.
Half the distance to the goal, down.
Illinois will be at the 1. Here's another false start.
False start. Offense number 42. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
All right, it's 1st and 11 and a half. Kind of stuff that you love to see in this game. There is so much more happening beyond the surface of the big players in the glitzy programs. Yeah. Brett Bielema may not be all the way happy, but his defense has been about as good as it's been in his time here at Champaign. Love bounces free across the 5. 5-7 a year ago. Much better defensive team for Brett Bielema in the second half. They're going to get to 2-1 here.
Timeout for it.
From the state of Illinois, Brett Bielema played at Iowa. Midwest through and through. There's a fair catch by Kemp. See if Virginia can get a touchdown out of this. After a 34-yard punt. Tight end Grant Mish. Armstrong was looking to him, but then he was looking at the sky. Second sack for Gabe Akis, the freshman who is about to have the most obvious nickname ever.
And again, we're
Virginia, third, final charge, timeout, 30 seconds.
New quarterback here, Jay Wolfuck, on his first pass of the game, nearly intercepted. So Armstrong, it appears, will end his day without throwing a touchdown after 18 straight games with a touchdown pass.
You might go another years without seeing the type of performance that Brennan Armstrong had today.
Defense over 21, 10-yard penalty. That carries an automatic first down.
That counts as a third down conversion, that defensive holding. So 57 minutes, 55 seconds into the game, Virginia has its first third down conversion. It comes on a defensive holding.
It was just overwhelming and too much for him to handle.
Wolfuck will tuck and run. Good speed for Jay Wolfuck inside the 10. Down to the 5. Chased down by Smith, a run of 31 for Virginia's number 2 quarterback. First and goal. Tried to slant. There's a flag. And off Hollins. Yeah, it matters. 9 tackles for loss for Illinois. Wolfuck. Up for grabs in the end zone. Incomplete. Witherspoon closed on it late. 5 receivers rolling out. Armstrong tipped away. Quan Martin, the senior, with the deflection. Armstrong, 18 games in a row with a touchdown pass. Last chance to do it. Back of the end zone, incomplete. The 21st best scoring offense in the country a season ago, held to 3.